way forward. My name is Richard, and this is my channel. Welcome. This video is titled Faith versus Self-Belief. Now, what does that mean? Well, what is faith, for a start? In my opinion, faith is an individual who has faith in something, i.e. God, Jesus, Buddha, whoever, right? They have faith in them because they need something superior to look to for answers, because they can't really work the answers out for themselves, because they haven't actually found themselves yet. So they need a faith to follow so that they can ask for things, i.e. forgiveness, or ask for support, or whatever it may be. But because they're not big enough to do it themselves, they have to rely on faith of a deity of some description. So that's what faith is, in my opinion. I, going back a bit, used to be of a religious mind, Church of England, and with my mother and my stepfather. That was the way I was raised. That's all to do with influence from a very early age. With my mum, I was influenced in following a Christian path, and influenced in learning that God's word and Jesus' word was the way, and all that. So daily influence. And then the people that my parents mixed with were of the same ilk, as it were. They all came from the church community, so therefore that was my circle, really. So all the time, influence, and that's how you get into the faith system, or religious system, belief system, is all through influence, through your life. If you had nobody or nothing, i.e. media, television, that sort of thing, but if you had nobody at all influencing you on a daily basis about things, you would purely live your life from your own individual sole device. But because that's never going to happen on a daily basis, you're influenced to read this, look at that, believe this, believe that, don't believe this, don't believe that. So it's like, oh no, what way do I go? And the more these influences come in, the more you convert to that way of thinking. And unfortunately, in my mind now, it's all nonsense, right? I have taken many years to come out of that system of having a faith, having a belief. I've now got to the point of I believe in me. I, in my own mind, I am God. You might think, what a big-headed twat you are. But no, because if you think about it, so are you. You, as an individual entity, are God. But on the same preface, you are the devil, if you want to put it in that context. So, better context, good, bad. You are good, but you also are bad. You have to have one to have the other. You can't just have one of them. It's the same as existence. You know, you have to have a negative perspective on existence, but you also have to have a positive, an equal positive. Otherwise, but existence and who you are is a different story altogether. So, going off a little bit there, but what I want to talk about here is basically faith, or like religious belief versus self-belief. Alright? If you can't believe in yourself, what have you got? You have belief in other things, which then take over your existence. You do not have the freedom and the responsibility to live a life which is best for you, because you rely on other things to control what you do. Take all that away and learn, teach yourself to believe in you. And trust me, once you start going down that road, your attitude towards things change, your want for things changes, materialistic things, it doesn't matter anymore. Like years back, I was going, oh, I want to do this, I want to have loads of money, I want to be able to have a big house, I want to have blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, wouldn't that be great? But what is it? It's nothing really, is it? But what I have got now is I'm happy with who I am and what I do. What I do, I choose. Nobody chooses for me, I choose. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with who I'm with. I'm happy with where I am. And I'm happy with what I've got. Of course, I would always like something else. But if I don't get it, I'm not going to be annoyed about it. If I can't get it myself, fair enough. But if I work towards it, maybe I'll achieve it. Happy days. But I don't ask anybody else for anything. The thing with the belief system and the faith system is you are constantly asking somebody else for your help all the time. And you're believing that if something goes right for you that day, you haven't done that, someone else has, or something else has. So a lot of people who can't understand themselves and don't want to learn themselves think of someone else. It's like people that go on the streets and they preach and they're going, this is a sin, that is a sin, this is a sin, that is a sin, blah 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 blah, and blurting it all out like there's no tomorrow. right? They have been washed over with the fact that this is what it's all about, and they think that it is their duty to make everyone else think that it's what it's all about. Right? No, they're just psychic vampires at the end of the day. If you want to know what a psychic vampire is, I'll do another video about that. It's quite interesting. But they just try and suck it all away, take you in, and that's all it is. Anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is the only way to be you is by believing in yourself. There is no point in believing in anything else, because nothing else is going to help. Nothing else is. Right? Other people, you ask other people for help, all they're going to give you is their influence on how to do something. That's their way of doing things. But then they've most likely been influenced by somebody else, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Take away that. Take away all that influence and go, right, where am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? Why am I doing it? Don't ask anyone else for help. Do it yourself. I have. And I'm actually in a pretty cool place. Happy days. I'm not stressed anymore. Used to work for the man. I used to get really stressed about it because, I have to do this, I have to do that. I'm used to that. No, you don't. You do what you want to do. Work out what you want to do. What's going to make your life, your existence, right for you. When your existence ends, do you know what happens, do you? Do you advance to another plane of existence? Do you go in the ground and just turn to mush? Do you? I don't know. But aim for what you want. Right? You're not going to go up in the clouds and live with angels. Right? You're not going to go underground and live with demons. Right? There might be some form of existence after this one, but I don't know, because I ain't got there yet. And nobody can tell me that there is, because if someone turns around and tells me, oh yes, this is what happens after you die, how do you know? Are you there? What's going on? So, point being, live the way you want to live. Right? Believe in yourself. Don't believe in anybody else. Because there's no point. They're just going to ruin you. Find your own path. Be you. Be your own God. Because that's who you are. Same as me. Be your own God. Don't follow another one. Because they'll just take you in the wrong direction. My name is Richard. This is the way forward. And Ad Astra to the stars. Be safe. Live. Love. Make a difference for yourself. Today. Bye for now.